This video contains discussions of child abuse. Viewer discretion advised. This looks like a happy family, a young couple with their newborn baby. But this picture hides a horrifying truth. On October 25, 2025, their 2-month-old infant was found dead. And what doctors discovered during the autopsy would shock an entire community. Kaylee Fontenot, just 18 years old, Taylor Broussard, 22. Young parents from Opelousas, Louisiana, with their whole lives ahead of them. But what they did to their 2-month-old son would land them both behind bars, facing murder charges. October 25, 2025, Opelousas, Louisiana. Emergency responders raced to a home after receiving a frantic 911 call. A 2-month-old baby, unresponsive. By the time paramedics arrived, it was already too late. The infant was rushed to a local hospital, where doctors pronounced him dead. But what medical examiners would discover during the autopsy would turn this tragic death into a murder investigation. The 911 call came in on that October morning, parents reporting their baby wasn't breathing. When first responders arrived at the scene, they found Kaylee and Taylor in distress, their 2-month-old son lifeless. Paramedics performed CPR en route to the hospital, but despite their efforts, the infant was pronounced dead shortly after arrival. At first, it appeared to be a tragic case of sudden infant death syndrome, something that devastates families across the country every year. But investigators weren't convinced. The baby's condition raised immediate red flags. They ordered a full autopsy, and what the medical examiner found would shock even the most seasoned detectives. Before we continue with this investigation, I need your help. Hit that like button and subscribe right now. Why? Because every like pushes this story to more people who might recognize these warning signs and save a child's life. Share this video. Every single share reaches someone who needs to see this. In the comments below, drop your city and what time you're watching. This helps me publish urgent cases when they'll reach the maximum number of people. If you want to directly support investigations that demand justice for the most vulnerable, hit super thanks below this video, or join our membership for exclusive case updates and early access to breaking stories. Your engagement isn't just numbers, it's how we protect children. Now, let's get back to Kaylee and Taylor's case. The autopsy revealed a nightmare. This 2-month-old baby was suffering from extreme dehydration and severe malnourishment. His tiny body showed signs of prolonged neglect. But it got worse. Doctors discovered multiple broken ribs, injuries consistent with blunt force trauma. And then, the most horrifying finding of all. The baby's lower spine was completely severed. A catastrophic injury that would have caused excruciating pain and internal bleeding. Medical examiners determined these were not accidental injuries. This baby had been abused, tortured, and left to die. Within days of the autopsy results, the St. Landry Parish Sheriff's Office issued arrest warrants for both Kaylee Fontenot and Taylor Broussard. The charges: first-degree murder, cruelty to juveniles, and second-degree battery. Both parents were arrested and booked into the St. Landry Parish Jail. In Louisiana, first-degree murder carries the most severe penalties available under law, including life imprisonment without the possibility of parole or the death penalty. Prosecutors are seeking the maximum sentence. This case, they say, represents one of the most horrific examples of child abuse they've ever seen. Legal experts following this case have noted several critical factors that will impact the prosecution. Both parents face identical charges, which raises questions about Louisiana's spousal privilege laws and whether one might testify against the other. Former prosecutor and legal analyst Sarah Chen explains, "In cases involving child victims this young, the evidence is often circumstantial. But with autopsy findings this severe, prosecutors have a strong case. The challenge will be proving which parent inflicted which injuries, or if both were equally culpable." The severed spine alone, experts say, would be nearly impossible to explain as anything other than intentional violence. Both Kaylee Fontenot and Taylor Broussard remain in custody as this case moves through the Louisiana court system. A 2-month-old baby, who never had a chance at life, now at the center of a murder trial that has shocked an entire community. We'll continue following this case and fighting for justice for the most vulnerable. Subscribe for updates. This baby deserved protection. He deserved love. Instead, he suffered in ways no child ever should. As this case moves to trial, we'll be here, following every development, demanding justice for the most vulnerable. If you believe in holding predators accountable and fighting for victims who can't speak for themselves, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We cover cases like this every single day. What sentence do you think Kaylee and Taylor deserve? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want to see more cases where justice prevailed, check out our Child Abuse Investigations playlist right here. This is True Crime Buff HQ, and we won't stop until justice is served.